All right. Hello and welcome to a session of Fit Essentials Basics. My name is Shauna. I'm going to be guiding you through class. In the second circuit today, we are going to be doing a little bit of step ups. If you have a step stool you can use, you want to have that available. If you don't have anything to step up on, you can do a march in place as well. All right. Come on up to standing. We're going to do our breathing to start. It's going to kind of set your feet so all those toes are pointing straight ahead, and then think about standing up nice and tall. Bring a soft bend into the knees. Pull your belly button in towards the spine. And now we're going to circle those arms around, bringing your forearms together, palms together. And now gently exhale as you round your body into a ball. Pull the belly in, head down. And now on the inhale, we're going to lift and open. Breathe in, lift the chest, engage the glutes, and divide the arms. Open back. And then on the exhale, circle back into a ball. So we're just warming up the spine, rounding forward, soft bend in the knees, and lift and open on that inhale. Nice broad open chest position, looking up towards the ceiling. Let's go one or two more times. Exhale, close it on down. Inhale, lift and open. Good. And final exhale, all the way out with the air. On your next inhale, relax the arms down. Come on up to standing. Walk the feet just a little bit wider. All right, fantastic. From there, we're going to roll those shoulders. We're going to kind of wake up the upper body a little bit. We're going to go backwards shoulder rolls. So up and into the ears, back and down. Good. Kind of bring the whole arm into it. Up and back. Very good. From there, one hand on the hip. Take one arm, we're gonna make some nice big circles with the one arm. We're gonna go 3 times backwards and 3 times forward. Try to spread the hand as well. How wide can you spread the fingers? Think like from the little finger to your thumb. And that's about 3 there. Let's bring it forward, loosen up the shoulder all the way around. Wide handprint. Excellent. One more time there. Very good. Same thing other side. So we'll go backwards first. Keeping that soft bend in the knees, open up. And maybe your arm doesn't move quite the same direction. Maybe you have a smaller circle, whatever feels best. Good. After about 3 backwards, go ahead and reverse directions and bring that shoulder forward. So up and forward 3 times. Nice. Very good. And then when you finish with the shoulders, let's circle the hips. Loosen up that low back, loosen through those hips. Fantastic. 3 to 5 times around, and then 3 to 5 the other direction. Wonderful. All right, from here, make sure you have like a nice clear space. You also might want to consider standing near a wall. We're going to do a little bit of balance work with some walking, some monster walking, and then we're going to practice kind of like walking the line, like you're walking a tightrope. But first, the monster walk. So when I say monster walk, all I mean by that is we're going to walk the feet nice and wide, a little bit outside the hips, and you're going to come down, like if you used to play basketball or anything, just imagine like you're defending somebody. And then from here, you're going to exaggerate the steps. So you're going to step with your heel first, and then roll forward, try to push off that big toe. From the heel, roll forward to the toe. Good. Excellent. And then when you go to walk backward, just stand up nice and tall, and then it's stepping backwards if you're comfortable to do so. Ball of the foot steps down, and then you're going to roll back onto the heel. Excellent. Heel, ball of the foot, roll to the heel. Good. And we're going to do that one more time. Forward crouch, arms out wide, walking forward, heel, rolling towards that big toe. Very good. About 3 steps or so each foot, standing tall, and backward steps. Taking your time. Ball the foot, rolling back to the heel. Very nice. Good. Relax those arms down, coming forward. And now next, we're going to walk the tightrope. So arms out to the side, standing tall this time. You're going to step one foot in front. And then just as it sounds, you're going to step the other foot forward, try to walk it right in front. So heel right in front of the other foot. And you'll notice it's going to challenge your balance as you take that small step forward. Very good. Squeezing those shoulders back. And then normal step backwards. So we're not trying to stay on the tightrope. Unless you feel really confident with your balance, you can. So normal step back. Very nice. We're going to do that one more time. Relax those arms down for a second. You can just shake out those shoulders. And then when you're ready, we're going to go back to that walk the line. Arms wide. Place one foot down. And then step that other foot directly in front. Heel the toe. Good. Good balance, good focus. I'm pulling up through my core the whole time that I'm walking here. Fantastic. Go ahead and finish those forward steps. One more times backwards. You can stay on the tightrope backwards if you want. Otherwise, I'm just doing a normal step back. And go ahead and rest. All right, fantastic. We're going to go back to a little bit of stretching. So let's walk the feet outside the hips. And then we're going to take it into a stagger stance. So take your left foot, step it back behind you, just so you have a short stagger stance, but feet are still hip width apart. Right hand to the right hip. We're going to do a cross body reach into our side stretch. So let's take that left hand, start at the shoulder, and now you're going to reach across the body, right about shoulder height, reaching over, and then pulling it back to the shoulder, and we're going to reach a little bit higher each time. So now we're going to start to reach across the front of the face, pulling it back to the start. Start to reach over the forehead. Feel that stretch as you reach across. Good. Again, about the height of the forehead, reaching up and across. Good. And then when you're ready, we'll start to reach up to overhead if you're comfortable to do so. So more of a traditional side stretch, stretching the length of the body, taking it down and expanding across, reaching up. Once more. Breathe in as you come down and then gently exhale as you stretch. Wonderful. Bring that arm down, walk that back foot in. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So now right foot steps back. Go ahead and bring that heel down to the ground. Bring your right hand up by that right shoulder. And now we're going to start with that cross body reach. Reaching across. Good. Just very gradually reaching a little bit higher each time. Breathe in as you come back to the start, and then a gentle exhale as you're reaching. I'll try to breathe in through the nose and gently out through the mouth, reaching about the level of the forehead. Maybe one more there. And then we'll take it up and across into that more traditional side bend. Good. 3 times here. Breathe in, come down, and gentle exhale as you reach. Last one. Down, up, across, and reach. And rest. Fantastic. Walk that back foot in. And just nice soft knee bend and going into our little trees of life here. Arms are long. A little rotation through the torso. Turn the head and neck as well. Nice smooth glide here. All right, fantastic. From here, we're going to make our way. We're going to work on those step ups next, but I want to stretch out your calves a little bit before we start. So either if you want to make your way to the wall, or you can use a chair. I'm going to stand behind the chair. And how I'm going to stretch the calf is I'm going to step 1 foot back, start on the ball of the foot, and I'm going to roll back onto the heel. And then from there, I'm just going to kind of lean forward. So I kind of feel like where I want to, how far do I want to have my stretch? I'm going to lean forward. You can bend that back knee a little bit. Just make any adjustments you need. Extend the leg, bend the knee. Nice. And then when you're ready, same thing other side. Walk 1 foot in, step the other foot back, and lowering that heel down towards the ground. Good. Leaning forward, leaning back, bending that knee a bit. A little bit of a stretch here. All right. Very nice. And then come on up, walk it forward. Standing tall, I want to stretch out the wrist a little bit next and forearms. So start by circling the wrist around. Keep the hands open, just nice and relaxed. Soaking them one direction. And then when you're ready, switch directions. Turn them the other way. Good. Excellent. And then just shake them out. Shake the body, shift the body. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Kind of feel what feels natural or unnatural. Just kind of moving it a little bit differently than you normally do. All right, fantastic. From here, we're going to make our way. We're doing our elevated plank with the row if you'd like. So you can use a little bit of a weight for this, or you can just move through the arms. If you're going to use a weight, you're going to set it down on the surface that you're going to be supporting on. You're going to walk back. We want to make sure that we're nice and neutral through the midline here. So I'm going to kind of pull the belly button in towards the spine, keep that soft bend in the knees, and now I'm going to come on down to that push-up position, walking the feet back. Okay, I'm going to keep my feet a little bit wider so I'll have a nice stable base of support. The lower your hands are to the ground, the harder it's going to be. From here, holding strong, you can row that elbow nice and high. Place one hand down, pull that elbow up, holding strong. And if you want to pick up the weight, you have it there to do so. Rowing the weight up, setting it down, keep pulling the belly in towards the spine the whole time, and we're alternating arms. Good. Our first of 3 rounds, we're going to take another 20 seconds here. But by all means, you don't want to go to failure. You feel your hips starting to drop down, back starting to arch. You can always come in, walk those feet in and take a rest. Otherwise, maybe one more on each side. Nice high elbow, racing through that midline, and take a rest. Walk those feet in, standing up nice and tall. And we're going to make our way to our step-ups. We do this a little bit differently every time, just depending upon how we're focused today. On today's, we're going to be alternating legs. So you're going to treat it just like you're walking stairs, alternating legs. Depending upon the size of your step, if you can get your whole foot on the step, I'd like to see the heel up there. Otherwise, just do the best you can. When you're ready, you're going to reach those arms out, drive down into your foot, standing up nice and tall. As you lower down, you're trying to pay attention to the knee. So we don't want that knee to drop in. Push that big toe down, standing tall, stepping back. You bring the foot all the way off, and then we're simply alternating sides. Reach those arms out, drive through the foot, controlling back and down. Good. That's our first 30 seconds. We're going to practice this for a full minute and a half. So a longer session than we've done in the past, a little bit more focused work. And as always, if you're like, that's too much for me today, just do what you're comfortable with. That's 45 seconds done. So we're halfway through. Full foot planted, chest tall, pull through, stepping it back. Good. Alternating legs. Want to watch the position of the knee both on the up and on the down. And I mentioned at the very start of class, but I didn't say it since, if you don't have a step to step up on, you could be marching in place right now, marching around your space, whatever makes the most sense for you. We've also done reverse giant steps for people as well. So you can stand in place, step it back and forth. 10 seconds left. Stay tall, drive all the way up, step it back. Second side, and take a rest. Great job. That's that first minute and a half. Let's go ahead and grab a drink of water, and then we're going to do some stretching before round 2. Good. Use this class to keep that hydration going. All right. So eagle arms is going to be the stretch that we do first. You're going to take your arms nice and wide. Start with your left hand. Have it be your bottom arm, right arm on top. And you're just trying to interlace the hands best you can. Push one palm into the other. So one pushes down, one pushes up. You're looking to get a little bit of a stretch on the outer portion of your right shoulder typically. Eyes up, chest up. 2 to 3 nice deep breaths, and then we'll switch. Good. Bring those arms nice and wide. Same thing other side. So now, let's see. Nope, other way. Right arm's going to be under, left arm's going to be over. There we go. Nice. Keeping that soft bend in the knees. Pull that belly in so you're not arching the back. One pushes down while one pushes up. Good, chin in, eyes up. Very nice. One more breath and release. Shake those arms out. Fantastic. All right, we're gonna make our way back into position, round 2 of 3 with our elevated plank row. We'll start in 10. So stand behind either the chair, you could also be using like a tabletop. Set those hands down, and when you're ready, walk the feet back, holding nice and strong. And if this is a challenge for you, just practice this plank position, holding solid right here. If you'd like that extra challenge, grabbing the weight, elbow high. You can also row without the weight. Like these rows here, so we try to train that shoulder blade to sit back on the torso. Exhale as you row, elbow pulls high. Good. That's 30 seconds in. Strong base of support. You place that hand down. Good. Pushing through that arm, pulling that elbow up. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Great work. Walking the feet back in, making our way back to the step-ups. We're going to have a full minute and a half here. So pace yourself through it. Try to get that whole foot up there. And when you're ready, here we go. So we talked about focusing on the knees last time, not letting that knee drop in as you step out. You also want to give some attention to the hips, because sometimes what will happen is those hips kick out as you stand tall. So you want to keep the hips level. Chest up, standing smooth, and switch. Good. Reaching out, pulling through, and down. That's 30 seconds in. 1 minute to go. Stand tall through the hips as you bring that leg up. Wonderful. And we generate that force by really pushing the foot into the step. So I'm thinking about driving straight down, generate that force, standing tall, and alternating legs. Good, that's our first minute. Anytime if you need to take a break, take it. Otherwise, 30 seconds left. Woo. Great work. Way to stand tall, Diane. You got it, Shirley. Final 15 seconds. Round 2 of 3. Great. Working some endurance here through the legs. There you go. And last one. And take a rest. Very good. All right, we're going to open up the mid-back next. A little bit of stretching in between circuits. You can walk over to a wall, or I'm going to use the back of the chair. So if you're at the wall, you simply place the hands on the wall. I'm going to place my hands behind the chair. I'm going to step back so I have a little bit of space here. Make sure I'm not arching. So instead, I'm going to pull the belly in, lower the head down, and then just think about slightly lowering your chest towards the floor. So looking to kind of get a nice opening through that mid-back. Again, we don't want to arch, so I'm pulling the belly in, lowering the chest down towards the floor. Good, and breathe into the back. That looks great, Shirley. Nice, Diane. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, lower the chest a little bit closer to the ground. It's very subtle. And on the next one, go ahead and walk those feet in and come on up. Good. That opens up the arms a little bit, opens the mid-back. Let's grab a drink of water, and then we're going to start our third and final round in 30 seconds. It's our second of 3 circuits. Oops. Watch the toes. All right. 15 seconds till we begin. Back to that elevated plank with the option to add the plank row. We're going to use a weight, put it in position, soft bend the knees, and 2, 1, here we go. Elbow nice and high. Good, and you can hold a nice strong plank. That breathing smooth. Push through one hand, pull the elbow high, keeping the shoulder down out of the ear. Wonderful. We're working a lot of different parts of the body here as we do this. You can feel that upper body working, holding yourself solid. You're working both a push and a pull if you're doing that row. And your midline is working, holding that spine neutral, not letting that low back arch. Good. And there's our 45 seconds. Great work. Walk the feet in. Getting ready for our final set of step-ups. Anybody that's pretty confident with the step-ups? I don't demo with weights, but if you do feel confident in your space, if you want to hold weights in each hand, you could, or you could hold one right up underneath the chest. Otherwise, focus on being strong through your body. That whole foot up, reach those arms at it, assuming you're not holding weights. And when you're ready, here we go. Drive tall, control back, and alternating legs. You can give some attention to that big toe. If you push that big toe down, like try to activate it, like push it into the step. That's going to help support the arch of the foot, have a stronger ankle support. The stronger the ankle, the better support for the knee, all the way up the chain into the hip. Good. Breathing as you move here. There you go, nice. Standing tall, opening those hips, keeping those legs strong. We're 30 seconds in, we have 1 minute left. Just notice that self-talk. What are your thoughts in your brain? Are you beating yourself up right now? Are you being critical of yourself? Are you supporting yourself? You are being critical. Try to quiet that voice. Imagine what you would say to your daughter, to your friend, maybe to me if I were in that position. Good. All right. There's our minute mark. Keeping those hips level. And as you get tired, that's when we'll usually start to see those changes start to happen, where the knee will start to drop in. So give a little bit more focus in what's going on with the body as you start to fatigue. 15 seconds left. Maybe 1 or 2 more on each side. Place that whole foot up there. Drive the leg into the ground, into the step. Go ahead, this will be my last one. Place the foot, lift the chest, open, and all done there. Woo! All right, great work. Thank you, legs. Set your step stool aside, make sure you have a nice clear space. And we're gonna work on our inner thigh stretch next. So you might wanna use the chair for this as well. Something to just kind of help balance with, but we're gonna walk the feet nice and wide, get a soft bend into those knees, and then you're gonna do like a little mini side lunge where you're gonna shift your weight to one side, pushing that knee wide. You're looking to get a stretch in this inner thigh. So stretching it to one side. One leg is elongated. Very good. You can use some really gentle pulses here if you'd like. And I'll come back up and then I'll shift to the other side. So drive the knee wide. Just imagine like a little side lunge. And then we're looking to open the inner thigh on the other side, either holding on with the upper body or reach those arms straight out for your counterbalance. Good, just very gentle here. And one more time each way. So back to the first side, knee drives wide, eyes looking straight ahead. Beautiful. Back to center and second time, second side. Grip those toes down or push them into the bottom of the shoe if you have your shoes on. Push the knees wide. Good. And walk it in. Slowly walk those feet back in. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a break. Let's take a seat. We'll do a couple stretches from a seated position. If your water's convenient, grab a drink on your way to your chair. All right, seated in your chair, we're going to start with our seated cat-cow position. So come to the edge of the seat. Make a point that you're sitting up nice and tall, feet are firmly planted. And take the palms to the bottom of the thighs, similar to the breathing that we did in the beginning. You're going to round forward, roll those shoulders forward, pull the belly to the spine, chin down to the chest. That's your exhale position. And then as you inhale, you're going to lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, slide the hands up the thighs. Good. Exhale, roll forward. Bowing that head down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Also lift the chest and turn the head towards the sky. Let's go 3 more. Exhale, roll forward, chin to the chest. Inhale, roll those shoulders back, lift. 2 more. Move through at your rhythm. What feels good to you? Last one. All right, fantastic work there. Then as you're seated here, let's stretch the upper body a little bit. So maybe sit back on your chair a little bit more. Sitting nice and tall, let's start with your left arm. You're gonna reach it straight up, pulling that chin in. Go ahead and allow that elbow to bend. And then staying as tall as you can, you wanna try to reach around the body. And then you're just gonna pull that elbow back. Holding it there, get a nice stretch in the tricep. And then it's up to you. If you feel stable here, if you wanna add that side bend, you can just ever so slightly bend towards the side, away from the side you're stretching. Very nice. Breathing in, coming back to center. Pull that chin in. We tend to lose that head forward. So keep pulling the chin in, trying to make like a triple chin with your head. Gentle side bend. Back to center. Maybe one more here. Keep pulling that elbow back, pulling that head up, bending to the side. And rest those arms down. Good. In between sides, just kind of shake out the arms. If you're not going to slap your arms into anything, you can open them this way as well. Good. If you have armrests on your chair, it probably won't work quite so well. Nice. All right, then we're going to switch sides. Still seated tall. Opposite arm this time reaches straight up. Bend the elbow, chin pulled in, because we tend to lose that head forward. Reaching around. Start by not worrying about the side bend, just pulling that elbow back. Just start to feel a little bit of a stretch here through the back of the arm. Good. And then only if you feel stable in this position, we'll just ever so gently bend towards the side, away from the side that's stretching. Breathing in, back to center. Pull that head in. Yep. Good. Taking a break anytime you need. Gentle bend to the side. Breathing in, back to center. Last time. Side bend. And release those arms down when you finish. Excellent. Let's give you a little relief to the neck. Some gentle neck circles, chin to the chest. Let's go about 3 times each way. And when you're bringing your ear towards your shoulder, focus on the side away from the other side. So instead of thinking about bringing your ear down towards your shoulder, think about lifting your opposite ear up as you circle around. So chin to the chest. As I come around, I'm going to think about kind of lifting my ear up to lengthen the neck on the side that you're stretching. Tilt back, just super gentle here. Stretching to one side and down. Good. When you're ready, turn the head the other way. So take it the other way, nice and smooth. Just moving slow. For about 3 circles here. Elongating through the neck. All right, fantastic. If the water bottle is nearby or wherever it is, go ahead and grab a drink, and we're going to make our way back up to standing. We have one more series. All right. As you come on up to the top, we're going to open our hips once again. Stretch those quads best as able, and then we'll start our next series. So for those hips, we're going to stagger stance. Left foot forward, right foot back. Try to bring your right heel all the way down to the floor, and make sure you're long enough that front shin is just nice and vertical. From here, bring those arms up and cross the arms over the shoulders. Our little I Dream a Genie position. Chest tall, and now we're shifting those hips forward, and instead of bending to the side, I want you to grab the back side of the arm, and I want you to rotate towards that front leg. So rotate towards your left, turn the head as well, trying to look over that left shoulder, and then shift it back. We're gonna rock that hip back, rock the hips forward, squeeze the bum, lift the chest, and gently rotate. Trying to squeeze the glute of your trail leg, so try to contract that bum. Good. Last time, come back to center, rock it back, rock it forward, lift the chest, and gently rotate. Use your left arm to gently pull that right arm around. and come on out. Good job. In between sides, walk that back foot in. Let's go back to those hip circles. That low back loose, keeping the hips loose. Nice. And reverse directions, taking it around the other way. Wonderful. All right, let's open up the hip on the opposite side of the body. So now you're going to take your left foot's going to step back. Try to have both feet firmly planted. Left hand, actually just hands up to the I Dream a Genie position, cross them over. Good, eyes up, chest tall. Push the back hip forward. Squeeze the glute of that trail leg and then pull your upper body around, turning your body towards your right side this time. Ever so gently turning the head as well, looking over that right shoulder. Good, back out of it twice more. Rock the hip back, rock the hip forward, squeeze the glute, lift the chest, and turn your body. There you go, ladies, good. Turn the head as well. That's it, Diane. Good, Shirley, looking over that shoulder. Good, final time, back to neutral. Hip rocks back, hip rock forward, squeeze the bum, lift the chest, and turn. There it is. Turning the head. And shake it out. Very good. All right, walk that foot back. Now you're welcome to repeat that exercise, or we're going to go a little bit deeper into the stretch with the quad stretch. So balance yourself, lifting up, and then you're trying to grab that foot best as able. Trying to grab the foot, pull the heel towards the glute. It's okay if you can't quite do this one. It's a challenge. Up. You are able to hold on. Let's hold on for another 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and set that side down. Good. And then we'll switch legs. Same thing on the other side. So again, you can do the hip rock. That does a similar area. Or grab the foot. Pull the heel towards your bum. Nice. Holding it just a little bit longer. And go ahead and release. Set that side down. All right, fantastic. Next, we're going to work our squats. So you can squat to a chair or a bench. If you can, start with me here unassisted. So I'm going to use my chair to hold my upper body, and I'm going to squat down just as far as you're comfortable. So I'm going to walk those feet about hip width apart, just a gentle toe out. From here, if you're not holding on, if you don't feel like you need to, just reach the arms out as you lower down. So whenever you're ready, you're going to keep the chest up, drive those knees wide, and we're trying to sink those hips down below the knees if you're able. And then you drive your feet into the ground, just like on those step ups when we pushed our foot into the step stool. Now both feet are driving down, standing all the way up, and then make your way back down, sinking back, knees push wide, fantastic. And then all the way up to stand. Good, I'm going to come a little bit closer, maybe take it through one more. Just can't quite see the position. You got it, Diane, reaching back. Good, Shirley. Good. Now you got it, Diane, right there. Yep. Knees out, chest up. Last one. Beautiful. Very good. Way to get down there and up, up, up. Super job. All right. Feel free if you want to grab a drink. And then whatever you used for that elevated plank that we did earlier, we're going to use that similar surface for this next piece. We're going to be doing our elevated knee to elbow. So it's kind of like a modification of kind of like a bird dog on the ground. Soft bend in those knees, support both hands down underneath the shoulders. Walk the feet back just a little bit. And then let's start on the left side of your body. You're going to pull the left knee towards the left elbow, and then you're going to glide that leg back. Squeeze the glute. You can point the toe as well. Pull the knee up towards the same side elbow, and then gently glide and extend. Squeeze the bum. Excellent. Breathe in as you pull the knee towards the elbow, and gently exhale as you extend. Let's go 2 more. Breathe in, pull it in, and exhale, glide it back. Good. Last one. Making sure that we're not arching the back as we extend back, still pulling the belly in, staying level, and rest. Good job. Let's go ahead and stand up in between sides. Walk the feet in, stand on up. Just give it a little shake out, and then we'll make our way to the other side. Nice neutral midline, bowing forward, strong support through the arms, And now we're going to be on the right side of the body, pulling that right knee up towards the right elbow and long reach as you reach that foot back. Good. Pulling it up and in. Strong support. Try to keep your arms nice and straight. Looks great, Diane. Surely you could just straighten the arms just a little bit. Breathe in as you glide that leg in. Exhale as you extend. Maybe 2 more. Looking straight down between the hands. Good. And last one. Pull it in and drive it straight back. Reach back and up. Fantastic. Walk both feet in and come all the way up to standing. Nice. Walk the feet about hip width apart, soften those knees. Windmills are next. So we're going to broaden those arms out. With that soft bend in the knees, we're going to hinge the hips, reach across the body to the opposite side. Stand tall, squeeze the shoulders back. Same thing other side, reaching over and up and standing tall. And just depending upon your flexibility, if you want to reach a little bit lower each time, good. And in between 3 and 5 on each side. Squeeze that glutes as you stand. Don't let those shoulders shrug up, back and down, over and up. Good. Over, up. Super. Maybe 1 more on each side. When you finish, go ahead and take a drink, and then we'll go back to the squats. Good job. All right. So be our last round through. If you want to hold a little bit of weight underneath your chin or one in each hand on your squats, you can go ahead and grab some weights. Otherwise, we're going to be working with our body weight. And depending upon your area, if you want to squat down to something, you could have your stool there. If your chair feels like it's a little bit too high, I could also kind of modify this. I could put some books or a yoga block on my stool, and then I could have that surface be a little bit taller. All right, however you choose, walk those feet about hip width apart, standing nice and tall. And then when you're ready, you're going to reach those arms out, send the hips back, drive the knees wide, trying to control down. If you do have a surface to touch, just lightly touch and then stand from there. Good. We're going to take about 45 seconds to practice this. Sinking back. Try to keep that whole foot on the ground. We tend to rock off the heels. So keep those heels driving down. Push the big toe into the floor. The rest of the toes will follow. Very good. Eyes up, chest up, knees out, and all the way through. Nice. 20 seconds left. Let's come a little bit closer. You got it? Yeah. There you go. Looking good, Diane. Nice, Shirley. Stay tall. Reach, reach, reach. Nice. And up. Good. Last one, friends. Reaching back. And stand all the way up. Good work. Great work. Give yourself a little round of applause for those squats. And then we're going to finish with our elevated knee to elbow. So coming over to your stool or whatever you're using for your place of support. Feet about hip width apart. This is where we want to kind of check in with the midline. So pull the belly in, rock those hips back. Get that soft bend in the knees as you come on into support. Good job. Walk the feet back. We're going to start with the left leg. And if you're comfortable to do so, just gently think about bringing your left knee across the body towards your right elbow. And then from there, you'll extend straight back. So a little bit different than the other time. Just ever so gently pull the knee across the body as if you're trying to touch the opposite elbow and then glide it back from there. Yep. Pulling it up and in, a little bit across and then straight back. Squeeze that glute, extend it nice and long, pulling it in, driving it out. Well, maybe 1 or 2 more. Breathe in as you pull it in and gently exhale as you extend. Last one. And rest. In between sides, let's walk it in. Come on up out of that position for a second. Shake out those arms. If your low back needs a little bit of a break, maybe gently twist side to side. Beautiful. And then we'll get ready. Coming into this position. Second to last exercise. Soft bend those knees. Place those hands back down. And now we'll go into the opposite side of the body. So I'm on my right leg, pulling it across the body towards my left elbow. and then drive straight back. Squeeze the bum, reach long. Good. Pulling it up and in. Fantastic. There you go. Up, in, and reach. Strong support through that upper body. Breathing in as you pull it up. Gently exhale as you extend. Just watch that low back position. So keep pulling the belly in the whole time. Go a couple more. In and back. In and drive. Stretch it out. Very good. And rest. Walk yourself in. Stand up nice and tall. Finishing with our windmills. All right, for those windmills, we want to walk the feet out. Kind of outside the hips. Look, wide base of support. Round down into your legs. Arms reach wide. And then from here, you're going to hinge over. Arm reaches to the opposite side of the body. And standing tall. Good. We want to have a nice long spine as we do this. So trying to keep your back flat. Tall chest. Soft bend the knees the whole time. Reaching over. Squeeze those shoulders together as you stand tall. And then back down. Over and up. Good. Over. Reach. And up. Couple more. A gentle inhale as you reach. Exhale as you stand. Be one more on each side of the body. Keep that body moving. Work the body, work the brain, and go ahead and rest. Woo! All right, give yourself a little round of applause. The exercise part is done, and then we're just going to finish with a little cool down stretch. All right, fantastic. Let's go ahead and come into a seated position. As you come into a seated position, we're going to give some attention to the low back first. I'm going to sit on the edge of my chair, feet about hip width apart, hands on the thighs. Pull the belly in as we glide on down. Going to reach for the feet. Let the head be heavy, lower the head between the arms. And then just send your air, send your breathing into the area that you feel that tension. Trying to expand the back. I feel it a little bit in my low back here. Nice deep breath. Maybe one more time. On that next inhale, go ahead and start to walk your hands up your legs. Come on back to a seated position. Good. And then we'll kind of shimmy those shoulders up and down, up and back. And next, we're going to do our seated rotations. So sitting tall. Let's start with your right hand. It's going to come across the body to the left thigh. You can grab onto that left thigh. You can cross that left leg over the right if you'd like. Make sure you sit tall. And then left hand to that left shoulder. You're going to use this hand, pull your body into the thigh to rotate around and then turn the head, looking over that shoulder. From here, you'll circle that arm, trying to get that shoulder blade to keep moving. Circling it up and back. Nice smooth breathing throughout. As I inhale, I want to think about sitting as tall as I can. And then as I exhale, just ever so slightly, a little bit more into that twist. 2 more breaths. Good. When you finish that, go ahead and release. Come on out. Before we switch sides, we're going to do our mid-back rotation. So you're going to take that same side, left hand behind the head. Now you can bring that left elbow over to the right thigh. Sitting tall, you can use your right hand gently on the inside of that right knee to look over that shoulder again. Breathing in, elbow to that opposite thigh. Sit tall and gently exhale. We're going to go between 3 and 5 times here. Try to pause in that open twist position. Down, lift, rotate. 1 or 2 more. Breathe in as you close. So as I bring my elbow to the thigh, breathe in. And then as I open, just gently exhale. Last time. Fantastic. When you're ready, same thing other side, but remember where we started with our seated twist. So left hand's going to reach around to the right thigh. Option to cross the leg over. And now we bring that right hand to the right shoulder. Good. Sit as tall as you can. Pull into that thigh to help aid that twist. Looking over the shoulder and you can start to move that elbow up and down, up and back. As you move the elbow, you're trying to move that whole shoulder blade. Breathing in, focusing on that posture, staying tall. On the exhale, maybe you pull a little bit more into the twist, never forcing. Good, let's go 2 more breaths. And release, good job. Uncross the legs if you were crossing the legs, and then we'll finish with those mid-back rotations. Right hand behind the head. Breathing in, bringing that elbow to the opposite thigh. Sit tall and gently exhale. Turn the body, turn the head and neck. Breathe in, close down. Sit tall and rotate. I'm just very gently using my left hand on the inside of that left knee to help aid that rotation. Up and rotate. Good, last one. Super. Alrighty. And then let's give some love to this upper neck and these trap areas. So this is where we tend to hold a lot of tension. We're gonna do 2 final stretches. If you have a soft seat, if you wanna take your hand, you can sit it right underneath that sit bone, roll the shoulder back and down. Okay, if you don't wanna sit the head, just roll that shoulder back, chin in. From here, you wanna think about bringing your chin down towards your left collarbone. So we're trying to lengthen through here. If you want to use your left hand, literally fingertips, ever so gently on the right side of the head, just to aid a little bit of an overstretch here. Diane, think about bringing your chin down a little bit more, chin towards that opposite collarbone. Yep. And then straight up. Same thing, other side. Traction the hand as able, back and down. Sit tall, chin in, bring it towards the opposite collarbone, and then fingertips on the head. So I'm looking down. And release there. Very good. And then last one, we're going to go 3 breaths together. On the inhale, we're going to elevate the shoulders up and in. Palms are facing forward. And then on the exhale, pull them back and down. Good. Breathe in, smile. Exhale, release. Final one. Breathe in confidence and exhale any stress, anxiety, let it all go. Fantastic. All right, crew, thank you so much. And stay hydrated, drink your water, eat your vegetables, and we'll see you next time.